Moscow has warned that NATO's nuclear weapons and facilities will be targeted if they are deployed in Poland. The threats follow Warsaw declaring its readiness to host the alliance's nuclear warheads, a major move that has provoked furious responses from the Kremlin. In a sneering statement, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov said that joint NATO nuclear missions near the Russian border would be considered a threat to its security, let alone permanent deployment that hotheads in Warsaw are speaking about, he adds, referring to the possible new nuclear deployment to Poland. Any steps in this direction will not add to Poland's security, and relevant facilities will inevitably be a target. And they will be in the fore of our military planning, Ryabkov added. Poland said it was ready to host nuclear weapons for NATO on Putin's doorstep in response to Russia moving its own closer to Europe's powerhouses. The nation sits in a crucial position as it shares a border with both Belarus and the Russian military playground of Kaliningrad, a Baltic enclave wedged between both Poland and Lithuania. Russia has moved tactical nuclear weapons into Belarus, its biggest ally in Europe, while also stuffing Kaliningrad, its most westerly territory, with nuclear-capable missiles. Poland's President Andrzej Duda said on Monday, "Russia is increasingly militarizing Kaliningrad. Recently it has been relocating its nuclear weapons to Belarus. If our allies decide to deploy nuclear arms on our territory as part of nuclear sharing, to reinforce NATO's eastern flank, we are ready to do so." Duda also revealed that nuclear talks between Poland and the US have been ongoing for some time. "I declared our readiness," he said in an interview with Vox. Moscow immediately responded by promising its military will take all necessary steps for what it called ensuring our security, without specifying further. NATO has not said officially that it wants to send nuclear weapons to Poland, and the country does not possess its own warheads. It comes after PM Rishi Sunak jetted off to Poland along with NATO chief Jens Stoltenberg for urgent security talks. Sunak seized the moment to pledge to raise the UK's defence spending to 2.5% of GDP by 2030, as he said Britain was on a war footing. It marks the biggest defence boost in a generation, with a cash injection of £75 billion across the next 6 years. Sunak hailed it as the biggest strengthening of national defence in a generation to combat a growing axis of evil between Russia, Iran, China and North Korea. A record £500 million was earmarked for President Zelensky's war effort, as the PM warned Putin will not stop at the Polish border should the despot win in Ukraine. The power package will include further ammunition, air defense and drones, and take the UK's support for Kyiv to £3 billion this financial year. The Sun also spoke to 3 senior military experts about what the UK needs to shore up its own defences and build a war chest ready to take on Russia. His comments come in the face of repeated warnings of nuclear escalation from Russia. On Monday, just 2 days after US lawmakers approved £50 billion worth of military aid to Ukraine, Russia rattled its nuclear saber once again. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov fumed, "The Westerners are teetering dangerously on the brink of a direct military clash between nuclear powers, which is fraught with catastrophic consequences.